What's going on, everyone? Welcome here at the channel KingsTCG. And as y'all can see, we are coming back at you with a brand new deck profile. And for today, I brought my plants with me. We are playing Predaplants at the moment, and I'm so extremely excited to show you guys this deck. I waited like a couple of weeks to show you guys this specific deck. And that's because I've took it to two locals and I wanted to change it here and there to make sure that this deck list was the best possible deck list for Predaplants. And in my opinion, we did a really great job. We have a 40 card main deck, of course 15 cards in the extra deck. And I think that this is the perfect balance to go straight fire with this deck. And this deck is so much fire, guys. This deck is so extremely good. Great fun dueling. I mean, all fusions. How nostalgic can it be? And I can't wait to show you guys this deck. Absolutely insane. So, as I said, 40 card main deck. And something which is new for me as well is that we play multiple engines in this deck. Normally, I love to play my decks always pure. But to be honest, dueling is fun. But you also want to win something. I mean, it's not only about the fun. So to make this deck as competitive as possible, we had to make sure that this was just the best fusion deck that could exist. And that's why we had to mix some other engines in here as well. We will show you guys that here, right now. So let's dive straight into this. Before I start with this deck profile, please give this video a like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification button if you want to stay tuned for more videos like this. And take a look at my Instagram page, KingsTCG, Low by Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll put the link in the description down below. So we start off with 3 copies of Office Scorpio. Without any doubt, the main starter of this deck. You just want to normal or special summon this card. And with that, you can just go straight into your combos. Talking about combos, I will show you guys a quick 2-card combo at the end of the video, which will make clear how this deck functions. And as I said, you can play this deck in multiple ways. It's not like a lot of link decks that you have just 1, 2, 3 main combo pieces. This deck is just, you can go so many different ways, and that's what makes this deck unpredictable, very nice, very fun. So, but that's for the end of the video. Now, we continue with 2 copies of Climate Sundew. This card literally functions as a polymerization, so absolutely insane. Then we have 2 copies of Biblisp, the card that you want to discard always. You prefer to see this one in your hand to send it to the grave afterwards. Then we have 1 Darlingtonia Cobra, and this is the only card you just don't want to see. This is the only card you don't want to see in your opening hand, because this is the card you want to special summon out, and this card is one of the reasons why this Predaplant archetype is so absolutely insane. Because if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Predaplant monster, add 1 polymerization spell card or fusion spell from deck to hand. So that can be any type of fusion spell. Super Poly, Polymerization, Branded Fusion, Fusion Destiny, whatever you like, you can add it with this card. Then we have 1 Bufolicula and 1 Triantis. So this is these are the pendulum cards of Predaplant. Really synchronized nice with each other. This card can be used as a polymerization in the scale, and with this card in the scale, you can use monsters in the scale as fusion material. So really nice. And this one is a great card as well for putting counters on your opponent's monsters, which are very powerful in this deck. Of course, the Predaplant counters. And to end off with the engine of the Predaplants, we play 2 copies of Predapractice. Absolutely insane. Let's just special summon, add something to your hand, and keep the combo going. So insane. So that was it for the Predaplant package. And normally I will show you guys monsters, spells, traps, but now we'll just go into the different engines. I think that's more clear for you guys. We play the Edge Imp Chain, so a little Frightful package, 2 copies of that, and 2 copies of Frightful Patchwork. Very simple, it's a dark monster, really needed in this deck for the fusions, and with Patchwork you can add this one and the polymerization, so you have already a fusion material and a polymerization card, so that's absolutely insane. Then for the next engine, we have a hero package. We play 1 Celestial and 1 Dasher. And of course we play 3 copies of Fusion Destiny. So of course you all know that we want to bring DP out with these cards. And as I said, very easy to add. You always are able to see one of those cards in your hand. Absolutely amazing. And as I said, it is a Predaplant deck, but in general you can also call it just like a super fusion deck. I mean, almost every insane fusion package is in here, and it works so incredibly well between each other. There's no such a thing as like loose packages. No, it's just one complete bundle of insanity. I mean, really good. Then for the other package, we just keep continuing. We have 2 copies of Fallen of Albus of course, and a really nice card, the Light Hexsealed Fusion. And for everyone who doesn't know what this card does, you can substitute this card for any 1 fusion material monster. So that's absolutely insane. That makes it possible to make some fusion monsters which normally cannot be made in this deck, but Hexsealed Fusion makes that possible. So that's absolutely insane. And then of course we have 3 copies of Branded Fusion. Insanely powerful in this deck. You can add it with the Cobra. I mean, what can I say? This card is just insane. It is literally 1 card which can go into a Mirror Jade. Absolutely insane. So you have to play this in this deck. Of course, 3 copies. Then we have some hand traps. 3 to be exactly. We got 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. In my first local, I didn't play any hand traps, but of course you won't always win that dice, so I decided to put 3 copies of Ash Blossom in it, because Ash Blossom is still one of the best hand traps in the game, and it can shut down combos boards. So really good. And now for all those fusion plays, we have 3 copies of Super Polymerization. And to be honest, this card is the reason that this deck is so broken. Super Poly is just, without any doubt, one of the craziest, insanely powerful cards of this entire game. I mean, you just cannot respond to this card's effect activation. And I mean, I played 2, then after my first local I knew that I had to play 3 because this card is so insane. When you see how insanely much effort your opponent is putting into his plays to come to a specific end board, and then you just activate 1 Super Poly and everything was for nothing. And with that you just make your own plays, and in a lot of cases his field is wide open, and that's just game. When you open with Super Poly, 9 out of 10 times that's just game. Then of course we play 2 copies of Polymerization itself, and we're not only playing like the spell cards. I mean, some monsters, as I already mentioned, also have Polymerization effects, so you always will be able to fusion summon. I've never came in a situation that it couldn't get a fusion on the field. So we play 1 copy of Instant Fusion. Insane. It's literally a 1-card combo, which can give you Dracostelpia eventually. We have, to end off with the fusions, 1 Predaplant fusion. Absolutely insane. When your opponent has counters on their monsters, this is like something like a super poly, because you can fusion summon their monsters. So that's absolutely insane. So that was almost it for the deck. We only got 1 more card left, and that's the insane Predaplanting trap card. I mean, let's read this together, because this card is absolutely fire. You can send 1 Predaplant monster from deck to the grave. Place 1 counter on each phase-up monster on the field. So, in combination with Dracostelpia, this is absolutely fire, because this is just a negate for the whole board. And if you do, any of those monsters that are level 2 or higher become level 1, as long as they have a counter. So this card and just the Predator counters or Predaplant counters in general are so insanely powerful for stopping your opponent's Synchro and Xyz plays, because they are all getting become level 1. And then if you fusion summon a dark monster while this card is in your grave, banish this card and target 1 card on the field, destroy it. So that's just an insane bonus as well. I mean, this card was also, it was just already insane with only the Predator counter effect. But with that second effect as well, this is just definitely one of the best cards of the deck. So let's see. We had the Predaplant engine. We got a small Frightful engine, a little Hero engine. We got a little Branded engine, and then of course the hand traps, all the fusion cards, and this insane trap. So that was it for the main deck, guys. Now let's go straight into the extra deck to see which fusion monsters we are playing, because those are the most exciting. That's the most exciting part of this video. So guys, if you like this video, please give this video a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button if you want to stay tuned for more videos like this. It would just help out the channel a lot to grow and to keep continuing with this kind of content. And yeah, check out the Instagram page, KingsTCG Loba Yu-Gi-Oh! Link is in the description down below. So guys, let's continue. First of all, we played 2 copies of Embolomedes. This card is very, very good. Also, an insane instant fusion target. When this card is fusion summoned, add 1 Predaplant monster or a spell/trap from deck to the hand. So this is also one of the main searches for your trap card, which is insane. And you can tribute itself or a monster with a Predator counter on the field, or any other monster on your side of the field as well, to special summon another Predaplant from deck. I mean, or hand, no, just deck. And that can also be your Cobra, so really, really insane, especially in combination with instant fusion. Then we have 1 copy of Camaraflesia. It's a really powerful card when it goes into battle, but also helps searching for polymerization cards. Of course, the Dracostelpia, incredibly strong card, because when you can give your opponent Predaplant counters with this card on the field, that means that those monsters' effects are negated. So absolutely insane in combination with the trap. Just so powerful. Then we have some boss monsters from the Predaplant archetype. We have Trifo Verutum. We got the Starving Venom Predapower Fusion Dragon. I mean, with that kind of name, you have to be powerful. You cannot be a weak ass monster with this name. I mean, absolutely insane. And we got the Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. So 3 big monsters, but they come in handy pretty often. It's not that hard to make, especially when you have a bit of a grind game and go further into your game. So really insane. So that was it for the Predaplant fusions. Then let's see what we still have in store for you. Of course, we got the branded package with Albion, Rebellion, and Mirror Jade. Just very simple. Albion let you special summon a level 8 or lower by banishing monsters from field or grave. This one by shuffling back from anywhere on the field, grave, banish zone. And everyone knows what Mirror Jade does, right? I mean, insane card, lets you banish a monster on the field. So very powerful package right there. And maybe one card that y'all didn't see coming, but we are playing Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. And this card is so insane, and this card is the reason that we play the Light Hexseal Fusion card. Because this card says 1 Dark Magician plus a Red Eyes Black Dragon or Dragon Effect monster. And you always make this with the branded fusion card. Then you have Rebellion or Albion on the field for own preferences. And with one of those two cards, you can make it because it's a Dragon Effect monster, and the Light Hexseal Fusion will function for the Dark Magician name. So insane card that you can make up, and this card literally won me so many games. This card is so annoying to get rid of. I mean, cannot be destroyed by card effects. Neil play can target this card with card effects. And then you have an effect which doesn't come up because we didn't use the Dark Magician and Red Eyes. But then we have once per turn when a card or effect is activated, quick effect, discard, 1 card, negate, destroy, and this card gains 1000 attack. So, I mean, how can this card not be insane? Really insane card to play in this deck. So that's also just the cool thing about this card. I mean, this whole deck is so, I don't know how to call it. It's just so incredibly good. Very cool that you can play multiple things, not only just one specific archetype, and it works so incredibly well together. We have, of course, DPE. Very simple. It's just Fusion Destiny. Bring out DPE, and you have just an insanely powerful boss monster already. I mean, that's also the cool thing with this deck. It's just sometimes it's just very simple to get super strong monsters on the board without endless combos. So absolutely insane. And then we got the Super Poly targets. Of course, we have Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. We got the Mud Dragon of the Swamp. And we got Garura Wings of the Resonant Lives. So I really changed because the first local I didn't play Mud Dragon of the Swamp and Garura. And then I had my Super Poly in hand or in the field, and then I was like, oh damn, I just really can't use it because all my fusions don't match the requirements of the Super Poly targets. So of course I had to play Mud Dragon and Garura, and now that problem is solved. And with these cards, Super Poly is absolutely so broken. So really insane. So guys, that was it for the extra deck and for the main deck. As I promised, I will show you guys a quick combo at the end of this video. But before I'm going into that, I first want to show you guys my side deck real quick. And I mean, a side deck is always for own preferences. You always have to look at what's the current metagame doing, what are they playing on my locals. But for me, this is just the best option right now. And that's 1 copy of Albion, because sometimes when I side things out like the hero package. And when I side the hero package out, instead of DPE, I will play another copy of Albion. So my Mirror Jade has an extra option, or just an extra target for his effect. Then I play 1 copy of Call by the Grave, still come up really handy. 3 copies of Draw and Lock. We play 2 copies of Buffolicula and I use this card if I'm going into a match which I know I have to play for the win. So with this card I can play a little more. We have 2 copies of Nibiru. This won me literally 2 matches, one against a hero player. So Nibiru is just still fire. Then, because one of the weaknesses of this deck is that it doesn't really have back row removal. So with this side deck we fixed that. We got 3 copies of Twisters, 1 Duster, and 1 Cyclone. So really, really cool, really powerful. Helped me out against a Runic stunt player at my last local. And literally these 5 cards won me the match. So for me this is the ideal side deck. But as I said, it's always for own preferences. So guys, now everything is shown. I hope I gave you guys some good information about the cards. But it's always nice to see the cards in action, so you really have an idea how this deck functions. Not only with words, but also with these cards shown right here. We got a simple 2-card combo, very effective. And let's say we got 3 cards here in hand. We got this 2-card combo right here. Activate Predaplant to special summon Orthoscopio, which means that you can special summon, that you can add a Predap card from deck to your hand. So the first thing that we are going to do is add Biblisp to our hand. Then the effect of Orthoscopio kicks in. If this card is normal or special summoned, send 1 monster from hand to grave and a special summon 1 Predaplant. So we discard Biblisp to special summon our copy of the Cobra. Then we go chainlink 1 Cobra, chainlink 2 Biblisp. Biblisp will add a Predaplant monster from deck to hand, which will be, let's say, Climasandu in this situation. And then Cobra will get you or Destiny or Brand of Fusion, depends on which cards you already have in hand, but let's say in this situation we will add Branded Fusion. And so that's what I said, guys. It's not, alright, activate this, automatically get that. No, you can choose, you're free to get into Destiny as well, but for now we will add Branded Fusion. So now we are going to activate Branded Fusion. We will send to the grave the materials, and those are Fallen of Albus and Hexfield Fusion, to get into your copy of, let's see, my extra deck right here, a copy of Albion, activate the effect of Albion, and that will get us, let's see, because we can do 2 things. We can get Lubellion or we go immediately into a Mirror Jade. But in this situation we will get Lubellion. So activate this effect, banish Light Hex Sealed and the Albus to go into Lubellion. Let's move this one a bit downwards. Alright, activate the effect of Lubellion. Discard 1 card from the hand right here, one of the random cards. Then activate this effect to fusion summon by shuffling back into the deck. We shuffle back himself and the Light Hex Sealed Fusion to get into your copy of or Dragoon or Mirror Jade. But in this situation we'll choose Mirror Jade. And then we can, alright, these are shuffled back into the deck. Then we can use a normal summon with Climasandu, activate this effect so it will function as a polymerization. Use these 2 fusion summon them for the Dracostapelia. Absolutely insane. And this is just all with 2 cards. I mean, absolutely so powerful. And because of we got so many polymerization fusion cards, there's a very big chance that we can fusion summon these 2 for Embolomedes, and that one will get us our trap. We can set that trap, and this is just a very realistic end board which will come up very often when you play this deck, but without that you will still have this end board. But in a lot of situations you will be able to fusion summon these 2 away as well. But for now, when we strictly get to the hand with the 2 cards, this will be our end board, and that's absolutely insane because we got the banish effect with Mirror Jade here, we got the quick effect with the Predator counter here as well. So absolutely insane. Still got 2 cards in hand. So guys, that's just to give you guys an idea how you can play this deck. But as I said, with this deck you can go in so many different directions. It's absolutely unbelievable. The only thing you have to do with this deck is just keep practicing and feel for yourself which place you most likely like to go into. But yeah, so this is the deck. I hope that I give you guys a lot of good information so that you understand how to play this deck. And for me personally, one of my favorite decks. Very powerful. I love the fusion type of cards as well. Super Poly in here is absolutely ridiculous, and this is just an archetype that can really surprise everyone at your locals. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope I will see a lot of Predaplant players in the future because this archetype really deserves it. And for now, I hope that everyone likes, subscribe, hit that notification button if you want to stay tuned for more videos like this. Let me know in the comments if anything about this deck you would do different. I'm always open for a good conversation about Yu-Gi-Oh! So drop those things in the comment section down below, and follow me on Instagram, KingsTCG Loba Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright guys, thank you all for watching and I hope to see you all next time. Ciao.